All right, we're back again, another week of the reading circle here. Got another new book. Bear with me. I think we've got all our technical difficulties worked out for this week. The first week, I think I was facing the wrong way. Last week, I think we had some sound interference. And so hopefully this week, we've got it all dialed in. It's, just kind of me here by myself trying to figure out all the technical stuff. So I think we've got it going this week. So I guess we'll find out here in a few minutes. But thanks again for tuning back in again this week. We got another book that was a suggestion actually from a couple of my cousins. So thank you for the suggestion. It's Giraffes Can't Dance, as we can see here. And I did read through the book earlier, and it's a good book. It's pretty short and quick, but it's a good story, and I enjoyed reading through it. So if everybody's ready, I think I'm going to go ahead and get on into the main show. All right. Giraffes Can't Dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. There's Gerald. We got him, our main character. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees. When he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Had a little trouble getting around the Sahara. Now every year in Africa they hold the jungle dance where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really bad. Big jungle dance. Got everybody there. The warthogs started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. Got some good dancers. Way better dance than I can do, I think. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor, but the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look at clumsy Gerald," the animals all sneered. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird." Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clod. So he crept off from the dance floor. He started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and alone. Goes poor Gerald off into the jungle, trying to find out how to dance. Then he found a little clearing, and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on, "but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music, if you really want it to." There's his little cricket friend up in the tree. Looks like he's got a little guitar with him, a little violin. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying. His tail was swishing around. Big Gerald, finding his groove. He threw his legs out sideways, and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful, his mouth was open wide. "I'm dancing, yes, I'm dancing. I am dancing," Gerald cried. Look at him, pump, doing a little dance. He's upside down. Then, one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him, quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen." Dancing for all the fellow jungle creatures. He's got quite a crowd. "How'd you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up above at the moon. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We can all dance," he said, "when we find music that we love." There he is. Went and found his groove. Got his dancing feet on. Put on a little tune. I can relate to that. Learned how to dance a few years ago. Not very well, but you gotta find the right music. Gotta find your groove. Either way, that's the end of the book. Giraffes Can't Dance. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I thought that was a good little story. I enjoyed that one. But for next week, we've got the race car alphabet. So maybe something a little more up my alley. It's by Brian Floca, I think. So if you tune in next week at the same time, Tuesday, 7 o'clock, we're going to be here doing another reading, like I said, with the race car alphabet. So I'm looking forward to it. But thanks again, guys, for tuning in. I really enjoy getting to read to you guys, and hopefully you all tune in next week.